Hi guys, this is Shannon from Captivating Compass and Homeschool Travel Learn over on Facebook. And so I just wanted to jump in here and share my screen with you. I'm going to do that now. And I wanted to just walk you through real quick how you can use the Ultimate Homeschool Curriculum Shopping Guide digitally so you're not printing all that paper and using up all that ink and everything. So let me do this real quick here, and then you can get off to getting about planning for shopping for your homeschool curriculum this year. All right, let's go. Let me find my screen. It is this one. No, it is not. I think it's this one. Here it is. All right, so you'll download the guide, the shopping guide, and it'll look like this wherever your download folder, wherever your downloads are kept in, whatever folder they end up in when you hit that download button. So you'll come in here and you'll see up at the top, there's, you have your normal toolbar. And if you'll come over here, this is the one. It says sign document and type, I think. And that's the one you're going to use. But before we do that, what I want you to do is do a file, save as, if you have multiple kids, and then name a copy for each of the kids you're going to work on, because there's some things you might work on separately for the kids, for each individual one, and then there's some things that you might decide you want to look at as something for the whole family to consider. So keep that in mind as you're going through, you read through it, and then do a file save as, and you can keep it all digitally, one for each kid in a folder. So if we do that, if we come over here and we turn that button on, I have blue ink. I suppose the other thing you could do is you could use different ink colors for different kids. So right now I have blue, so I'll use the blue. So if I want to type, I grab the text box and I would use that to type in. So before we get down to the actual kind of worksheet part of it, this is just all the instructions and the date that the sale starts, which is on the 11th of May at 9 a.m. And so that's the Monday after Mother's Day. Okay, so if you want to get in on the giveaways and all the perks and goodies that they have, then you're just going to tap right here or on the picture to get to those. Okay, so then the next page, page 2, is where you're going to start brainstorming. First for the family, or if you know there's individual things for each child that you want them to do, okay? And since I have grabbed the text box, I literally do that. And I can start typing, go to Europe, right? And there you go. So the other thing you could easily do is if you wanted to do a file, save as, and then upload it, like if you have Google Docs or something like that, and then open it in Google Docs. That might work as well. You might lose a lot of formatting though. So I prefer to do it this way. It maintains the formatting, it maintains the links, and it gives me a chance to keep it all nicely packaged in one place on my folder. So I can put go to Europe, I can say visit the aquarium, and then road trip to Grand Canyon. All right, I probably should capitalize those. So Grand Canyon. Then the museum visits, maybe the aquarium should have come down here for museum visits. So we could go to the zoo, and maybe we pick the one that's closest to us. So we would go to Edinburgh Zoo. And then the next one would be, if I wanted to go to a museum, let's go to a castle museum in Carlisle. And that's in Carlisle, England. Okay, so those, I think I could have made that look a little better. Let's see if we can do this. There we go, that looks better. And maybe there's some hobbies that you want to help one of your kids with, or as a family that you kind of want to do. And so maybe there's something like your kid is really into maybe YouTube or podcasting, so maybe podcast. class unit study. Or maybe they love inventors, inventions. And then for outdoor activities, maybe there's some different things that you guys are thinking about for just all the different things there. National parks, hiking, camping, theme parks, workshops, family reunions. So that's getting more and more specific kind of about the different things I put here, right? And so if you needed to edit, you could go ahead and edit and add things back. The only thing that you really have to do just to make sure you save your changes is do file save, and it's that simple. So you can go through each of the sections. When you get down here for skills that you want to focus on during your trips, so you can use the check mark or the X. You just toggle and you switch, and you can just boom. It's a blue check mark, so that's something you want to focus on for maybe the child you're using for blue. Now, while this PDF and this download and planning is about traveling, we all know that we're not really going anyplace right now, are we? And so it's thinking beyond that, but also thinking what are some things that you can do that are close to home, in your neighborhood, within the quarantine distance you might have right now. It varies, and maybe it's even let up by now. When I'm recording this, we still have an hour out a day for exercise. But this is to get you thinking and looking forward into the next school season in the autumn. I'm giving you some ideas for things you might want to do and incorporate over the summer when you have really nice weather, and hopefully you're able to get out. So you can use the check marks, you can use the X. If there's something you know you want to research for this kid, maybe you want to come down and do, you're going to circle it for you want to look at some physical activities for this individual. And so you do that. And then as you come down, this is the section which is for each child, the age and grade they're going to be in the upcoming school year, what you already know that they're going to study, like if you know you're going to focus on ancient history or modern or medieval, whatever you're going to do there. And if it's none of those and you need to write it in, maybe it's Chinese history, right? Maybe that's what you're doing. You can type that in there, all right? And so you just do that for each paragraph or each section. You write in what you want to study, and maybe even make some notes on this sheet of the things that you need to still buy, okay? You might have some at home already, and that's awesome. You may have found some things for free other places or made some other purchases earlier in the year, knowing that you want to use them in the upcoming year. So make your notes here for each child. Go through each of the different subjects. There's geography, foreign language, literature, science, fine arts. It just keeps going. Electives, language arts, math. And then at the end, there is the information about when the sale starts and entering the giveaway. Make sure you do that because they always have really good giveaways. In the past, they have given away an entire set of all the curriculum they have for sale. So you can get all of it for free. And I'm not sure what they're having this year yet, though. So that was what they did last year. We'll just see what they come up with. And then as you come down here, here's my commitment to you guys. What I will do first thing Monday morning, 9 a.m. when the sale starts, I will send you part 2. And if you were around last year, you know that part 2 explains every detail of what you're going to need to know at the point that I can actually share it with you. So be planning this week. If you have questions, hit a reply button, or you can email me at shannon@captivatingcompass.com. I will be happy to answer all your questions about the sale and any questions you might have about Captivating Compass. So with that, happy planning, and I will be in your inbox on Monday.